Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Brooks from the BYT Podcast. I'm here with Brown. We're following up with BYT episode 2. Last time we went through picks 1 through 8. We're going to do a very fast version through that. Nick, I'm going to go ahead and just cut that part off and say, just know we pick based off our heart. There's some pretty surprising picks, and a few of those early ones we don't purely go by big boards, big draft boards. We go by what we think a team needs. So if you want to give us a rundown on those picks, and then we'll jump straight in. You're the odds, so we'll go back to Kansas City at 9 once you're done.
Yeah. So real quick, this is pre-free agency. This is re-signing their own free agents and everything like that. This will be more than the one mock we do. So one, I went Mendoza. Two, Jacob went Brian Jr. I went Caleb Downs at 3, safety. Jacob went Tennessee. He went the offensive guard from Penn State. I do not know how to pronounce his name. I went Cornell Tate to New York, and Jacob went to Jordan Tyson, Arizona State. I went Jordan Love, not Jordan Love, sorry, Jeremiah Love for the Commanders. And then Jacob rounded it off at Arvell Reese. If you want a more in depth on those picks, go back to episode 1. A little bit more information on those picks. So we're gonna try maybe at the end when we get done. Maybe we'll edit them all and do 1 through 32, just one big long one, and we'll be in different clothes. So so number 9, Kansas City's here. They really probably wanted Love. Yeah, I could see them trying to trade up to get him. They need a running back bad, or one of their 2 receivers here. But now Chris Jones is getting a little old. Bolton's getting a little old. So I think right now they'd probably stick with the base player on the board and go David Bailey from the edge from Texas Tech.
I'll go ahead and click it for you. I think that makes the most sense. I feel like this is one of the few times where the board makes sense, like the recommended expert review of the players in the team. I do think they really probably were hoping for Love there. It would help me out because he wouldn't be in the NFC East at that point, but I think that makes a ton of sense. So now I'm on the board. I got Cincinnati on this. I was looking at this. I really feel like defensive help. They got interior. If you're going by the PFF and safety, I really feel like a very useful corner could help them out. It could be somebody that they move to safety. It could be somebody that they move to nickel. It could be somebody that they end up kind of moving around inside, outside. It doesn't matter. So this is something you probably won't see a lot, and we'll see how it goes. I like Gerald McCoy here, the CB from Tennessee.
Okay.
So it's a very non-traditional pick at this moment, but I'm thinking of it as a defensive playmaker that you could chess piece that you could put maybe at different spots on the defense, and I think they need defensive help. So
yeah, okay, all right. Miami's up here at number 11, new head coach. Really don't know what's going on with the Tua situation. Defense was okay, wasn't great. Now you're getting bringing into, I think it's the defensive coordinator from Green Bay. Could be wrong. If I'm wrong, leave me a comment, call me out, say I'm dumb. But I'm going to stick with the board here. Sonny Styles, number 11, get you a linebacker, get you a captain of that defense. If it is a defensive coordinator, that's now a head coach. So I'm so excited that Jacob's picking this next pick here is the Dallas Cowboys. That's his second favorite team.
Yeah. Well, I lucked out on I was thinking of this if you go back and watch the other video, you had the other NFC East teams there. I do not like this team. Sorry to all the Dallas fans. And as I mentioned before, we're doing this. Please send me all the hate you want. It is what it is. I don't want to make this pick, but I'm going to do it. And
he's going to do it, and it's going to be.
Oh man, he's kicking me off here fast. I'm switching this one up. I'm going Peter Woods interior.
Okay.
I really I think their defense needed help. I build inside out. I think if I was working with somebody, I would go with him. And it's one of those, I hate to do it kind of picks for me and for what it may mean for the Eagles, but build inside out. It's my philosophy all the time. offensive and defensive lines. I'm a big fan of making sure those are there.
Yeah, that's a decent pick. I go with that. Rams sitting here at 13 and 29. Stafford's already came back and said that he's going to be back this year. He said that on the NFL Honors recently. So, with that being said, I do think they will draft a quarterback, not at 13. This is pre-combine as well.
Yep.
I mean, combine changes everything. It makes you go back to the tape. So with that being said, I was at the Carolina Panthers and Rams playoff game, was also there at the regular season game. I'm just going to kind of go a little bit of a curveball here, but not really a curveball. I mean, on PFF, he is ranked number 13, and he is also a need. Mansour Delane, the DB from LSU here.
I'm not mad about it. And for those that are watching, I do join Nick for all the Carolina Panthers games. I can join. I did watch the regular season Carolina Panthers wins over the Rams, which was awesome, by the way.
Took my wife to the playoff game. Had to get some brownie points.
I'm working my way up. Let me live. Number 14, we've got
Baltimore Ravens here.
We got the Ravens. They say on this receiver, guard, D-line. I really feel like this is pretty easy. You gotta get. We did it for the same thing for the previous quarterbacks that we're trying to. You got to get Lamar some options.
Mm-hmm.
I'm following the board on this one, of like current board on here.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's great.
Now wait a minute. Like, they got the 2 tight ends. Now I think likely is a free agent. I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure he's a free agent.
Okay, and then you got the other guy that I'm spacing on that. He, as soon as I dropped him off fantasy,
Andrews.
So would you go Lemon when they already have Flowers? Or I mean, this is your pick.
It is my pick. I'll defend it here in the sense that I had Andrews the same as you, kind of on fantasy all year. They really couldn't figure out how to use it. They didn't really know how to use it. They do have likely he is on contract, as far as I believe, for this particular piece. And when you look at that team, there's no number, nobody stands out.
Mm-hmm.
We're discussing tight ends right now. Think about that. We're not discussing.
We're talking about tight ends.
We're talking about practice.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
We're not talking about receivers. We're talking about tight ends.
Exactly. Like, we're having a discussion about tight ends and being like, oh, should they have a receiver because they've got 2 tight ends? I feel like that should never be the conversation that anybody needs to have. So to me, it levels on to this. I think this wide receiver pick makes a lot of sense to me. If I was gonna pick anybody different, I would go with the tackle from Miami, just because, again, I like to build inside out for the line. But I think Lamar needs the weapons overall. I don't know. I could look it up on here, but I don't know their overall rating for their offensive line. But I just don't remember anybody awesome on their offensive core that's a pass catcher, and we're talking about tight ends. So that sells everything for me.
So you're going Lemon?
I am.
All right. Tampa Bay here at 15. If you go back and listen to episode 1, Brooks had the Saints. I told him they needed to take a kicker and or a punter because I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. That will not be the case. I'm not a Bucs fan, but I will not take a kicker. Just the way I held him to the Dallas pick, he's going to hold me to the NFC South pick. So I do think they need to get a little help here. You've got Cassius Howell from Edge, and you've got Falk from Auburn. And just looking at Howell here, he is a 6'2" defensive lineman. Falk is a 6'6" defensive I'm looking at height, weight, and speed here. I'm not looking at anything like that. Falk's a little bit bigger. I mean, PFF has them rate 15 and 16 here. I mean, it's a conflict. This is also a trade back scenario too.
Yeah, I'm going to interject just a second on you on this one, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
This is another good reminder that we're telling everybody this is pre-combine. Because
pre-combine.
I think the conversation you're having right now is like,
I don't want
taller
A&M
guy
game.
might not be the faster guy or whatever. Like either one of these could shine in the combine, and it may change your choice between picks like that. So
Absolutely.
we do
But
watch posts.
for today, I'm gonna go Falk War Eagle from Auburn.
Kendrick Fault, edge defender. Like I said,
So now we got the Jets up here, and before Jacob talks about the Jets, because he has this pick, he also picked Bain Jr. at number 2. Jets have 2 first-round picks. Now, if anybody from PFF is watching, when you go on there, you don't – let's just put those people down here. Hey, the Jets are at 16 as well. Let's not skip numbers.
Yeah.
It went 1 through 15 and 17.
Yep.
So let's help us out. Help us, the people.
Don't make it harder on me to do this. So I know we want to keep this down. One thing I'm going to do on this just to see. So the next highest linebacker, if you're going by there, it's 28, which I think this is probably a trade back scenario if we wanted to do that. I think the Jets are just one of those franchises. I said it earlier in the previous one, and the Browns, unfortunately, they can't get out of their own way with different stuff. I think the Bain pick was fine to get things moving here. I just love building in trenches, and I could go. It's the toss up, to be honest to me, between Francis, however you say it, from Miami, the tackle from Miami, and tackle from Utah. Either one of these, I feel like you're adding somebody to your line. It's going to be a good addition there. Hopefully they pan out, and if the same way I drafted earlier, if you need them, they might be able to push into a guard type of deal. I'm gonna go Utah, and the reason I'm gonna tell you this for Spencer is like, man, Utah's got dogs. They're not Georgia Bulldogs, but Steve Smith, that was Utah, correct? Steve Smith, man, I don't know, and there's more players than that, but when I think of Utah, they just got this weird reputation for just getting nasty, mean guys, and so
Jordan Gross, Star Lutulele.
Star was another one, 100%. So I'm actually going to throw this one way off a little bit, and I'm going to go with Spencer Fenno, tackle.
Well, that's our next 8 picks. The next picks we'll be doing is, what is it, 18? We just did 16, right? So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So we will be doing both of our teams' next picks in the next pod here. Hopefully we'll get it done a little earlier. I want to apologize again. I was a little under the weather. Still a little bit under the weather. But
all good. And I just noticed you got odds. So you're going to be picking for your team and my team.
Yep. Sticker for Philly
in the next episode. So we'll have to get that together a little bit. But we do really appreciate you guys. We're starting to build this out. Just remember, please comment whatever you feel like you need to do. It's called Backyard Talk for a reason. We just like to talk to people. We like people to talk back to us and kind of think through it overall. So I appreciate your time. Anything else, Nick?
Tomorrow is Super Bowl Sunday. We have the Patriots and Seahawks. Jacobs, any predictions?
I have already told you this, but I'll tell everybody else. I prefer Seahawks on this. Only specifically for, I like the Sam Darnold story. I think he's earned it. I like their defense a little bit better than I like in New England, and I'm also just kind of tired of the Patriots, even though it's post Brady and Belichick and all that stuff. I'm tired of Patriots winning a lot of things, so Seahawks for me. So I don't know the exact score. If I had to get 24-17.
24-17, okay.
You?
I guess you didn't hear the laughter I had playing them. I'm still trying to learn this board, people. I mean, I'm having some fun with it over here when Jacob's talking. So I don't know if you hear my little funny voices and stuff like that. If not, it's fine. I'll learn how to do it. I think the Seahawks have a better defense. 2 defensive-minded head coaches. This league is not on offense.
Yeah.
Defense wins. We need to bring defensive back. You know, like I said, I was at that Rams Panthers game, and Nick Scott perfect play, knocked the ball out, got a penalty. I mean, I'm a defensive guy.
Same.
We've got to bring defensive back into this league, in my opinion. So that's my opinion. I'm wearing my NFC South champion hat. Don't care that it was with a losing record. Guess what? I made it to the dance. So I appreciate y'all taking your time. We're going to try to keep these to 15 to 30 minutes, maybe do some long forums. If you want to join us in on the Google chat, I'm going to get my email up. I'm going to get my Twitter up. We'll put it out there the next one. This was kind of a spur of the moment since I've been out. We got the next 8 picks. So we'll see you guys on the next one.
All right, y'all. Catch you later. See you.